Then without further ado, I'd like to invite the attendees for the presentation of financial results for NTT Holding Company. President and CEO, Mr. Akira Shimada. Head of Finance and Accounting, Senior Vice President, Mr. Toshiko Nakamura. And also Head of Corporate Strategy Planning, Mr. Akitori Hattori. These are the three attendees from our side. Mr. Shimada will talk to you about the financial results for fiscal year 2023, after which we'll entertain questions. Now, today's presentation will be available from the official website from 2:50 p.m. We hope that you'll check the website as well. Then let's start the press conference. Mr. Shimada, the floor is yours. Thank you for joining us despite the luncheon hours. We appreciate your kind attendance. My name is Shimada. I'm the President and CEO of NTT Holding Company. I will start by presenting financial results for fiscal year 2023 and also share with you the financial forecast for fiscal year 2024. Please turn to page 4 of your material. This shows you the consolidated results highlights. We had operating revenue and operating profit all increased year on year. And operating revenues, operating profit, and profit all reached record high levels. As for operating revenue, well, revenue from electricity business ended dropped by 260 billion yen, driven by increase in revenue in integrated ICT business as well as in global solution business. Operating revenue increased by 238.4 billion year on year and reached 13,374.6 billion yen. Now, of this, impact of foreign currency accounted for roughly 200 billion yen. As for operating profit, there was negative impact from costs related to disaster recovery and security. But cost reduction and streamlining of non-core assets helped to achieve an increase of 93.9 billion yen, and operating income totaled 1,922.9 billion yen. The profit increased 66.4 billion yen year on year due to increase in operating profit and reached 1,279.5 billion yen. As for EBITDA, this increased by 127.9 billion yen year on year, driven by increase in operating profit, and reached 3,418.1 billion yen overall. As for EPS, we achieved the target, which was the financial target of the previous midterm plan, which ended in fiscal year 2023, and we were able to achieve 14.8 yen as EPS. And overall, we were able to do 15.1 yen. Please turn to the following page. This shows you contributing factors by segment. Let me start with the integrated ICT business. Supported by increase in integrated solutions in the enterprise business segment, as well as asset impact driven by reorganization efforts, and also in growth in smart life business, focusing primarily on finance and payment, both revenue and profit increased in this segment. As for regional communication segment, there was negative impact from costs related to disaster recovery and security, but cost reduction and streamlining of non-core assets helped to achieve increase in both operating revenue and operating profit as well. Let me now turn to global solution business segment. Operating revenue and income increased. Operating revenue and operating profit increased, driven by increased revenue in public sector, finance, and enterprise business in Japan. And also, we also increased operating income based on increased revenue. In other segments, such as real estate, energy, and others, revenue dropped due to drop in revenue from electricity business at Anode Energy, and also because they contained electricity procurement due to skyrocketing cost of power. However, operating profit also declined because of the impact of the increase of procurement cost compared to the previous year. So that is the situation pertaining to the other segment. Please turn to page 7 of your material. Page 7, please. This shows you the fiscal year 2024 projection. Fiscal year 2024 results is as follows. Operating revenue and operating profit. Gross operating revenue will increase, but operating profit and profit will decline. While there was 130 billion negative impact from currency, we are aiming to record operating revenue based on increased revenue in Global Solution Business segment. The guidance for operating profit and EBITDA is negative year-on-year, but if we exclude the one-time factor from the previous year, such as the streamlining of the non-core assets, then we are actually in the positive territory. We believe that fiscal year 2024 will be a year to evolve various measures toward achieving the midterm plan goals in fiscal year 2027. We will expand the base profit and actively implement various measures to increase profit over the medium term. Please turn to page 8 of your material. Again, contributing factors by segment for the forecast. In the case of integrated ICT segment, we expect increase in operating revenue and operating income, and also through increase in enterprise business based on expanded integrated solutions business. As for regional communication segment, we expect both operating revenue and profit will decline because of the reaction toward the non-core asset streamlining which took place in the previous year, as well as the increased disaster recovery cost and the continued drop in voice service and IP revenue and packet communication revenue. However, through the selection of business and also through cost reduction based on improved efficiency, we are aiming to achieve inflection point so that we will be able to achieve growth in revenue and operating profit in fiscal year 2025. As for Global Solution Business segment, we see increase in both revenue and operating profit in this segment through the growth in revenue driven by robust digitalization demand. In the other segment, Urban Solutions revenue increased, driven by expanded sales of residential homes. But as a result of reaction to the strong sales in the previous year, operating revenue will increase, but operating profit will be declining in this segment in fiscal year 2024. Please turn to page 9. Page 9. This shows you current profit levels and initiatives to reach medium-term targets. We actively streamline non-core assets to achieve previous medium-term targets for which fiscal year 2023 was the final year, and we were able to achieve significant profit increases. And we're able to achieve EPS target as well in fiscal year 2023. Although profits are expected to temporarily decline in fiscal year 2024, we will actively work on expanding growth areas and implementing cost structure reforms in order to achieve the new medium-term targets in fiscal year 2027. To be specific, we actively maximize return from investment in growth areas. We'll also strengthen domestic and international enterprise business by leveraging synergy from the integration of Docomo and NTT Data. And we will also carry out drastic cost structure reforms as well. So as a result, we are aiming to increase EBITDA by 20% in fiscal year 2027 compared to the level in fiscal year 2022. Please turn to page 10. Allow me to add one point in relation to expansion of disclosure. As you can see, our balance sheet is expanding, and most of that is in line with the expansion of our finance and data center business, which are characterized as growth areas in our medium-term management strategy. As these business segments have distinct business and financial features compared to other business such as telecom business, which is the main pillar of our existing business, we decided to disclose separately so that this may help our stakeholders in assessing the enterprise value and creditworthiness of our business segment. Now, as for the data center business, assets, liabilities, EBITDA, operating revenue, and operating profit will be disclosed in supplementary data for the annual results for fiscal year 2023. As for the finance business, we are reflecting balance sheet from Monex and Orix Credit, which are newly consolidated companies from fiscal year 2023. But as full year results will be incorporated in consolidated results starting from fiscal year 2024, We are planning to expand disclosure by the end of fiscal year 2024 to accommodate this situation. Please turn to page 11. Shareholder returns. At the board today, we passed a resolution whereby we will increase the year-end dividend per share to 2.6 yen, an increase of 0.1 yen over the forecast at the beginning of fiscal 2023. And also, the dividends per share are forecasted to be 5.2 yen, which represents an increase of 0.1 yen from fiscal 2023, which means that dividends are expected to increase for the 14th consecutive year as a result. Please turn to page 12. This shows you seven topics which I wish to share with you.
First, I'd like to explain the establishment of NTT DOCOMO Global. NTT DOCOMO Global will be established in July to manage and promote the global business centrally and flexibly across various businesses of DOCOMO Group. NTT Digital, OREXSci, and other group companies will be transferred to the new company, which will promote business development centered on overseas development of applications and services such as Web3 and support for the introduction of Open RAN for overseas telecoms, with the aim of realizing richer lives and societies for customers around the world. Page 14, please. Next section explains the establishment of NTT Precision Medicine. Precision medicine is a concept of healthcare that provides personalized and optimal prevention and medical care to individuals. The realization of precision medicine requires the integrated collection, analysis, and utilization of medical and healthcare data, including clinical and laboratory data linked to individuals. In order to realize this, we have established NTT Precision Medicine, which integrates the assets and resources held by the companies in the NTT Group and provides a one-stop service from data generation to utilization, and we're working closely with our stakeholders to develop this business. Next, page 15, please. Next, let me explain the appointment of CCXO and CAIO. In order to strengthen customer experience, CX, a new Chief Customer Experience Officer, CCXO, will be appointed at major NTT Group companies. At the same time, the result will be linked to customer engagement indicators and be reflected in executive performance-based compensation. Furthermore, two new CAIO, Chief Artificial Intelligence Officers, will be appointed to promote AI first. Next, page 16, please. Next is on towards achieving net zero in 2040. Scope 1 and Scope 2 reached 2.42 million tons in FY2023 and are progressing well ahead of the plan. In addition, as an intermediate target for net zero in 2040, we aim for 17 million tons or 40% reduction in Scope 1, 2, and 3 combined by FY2030. Next, page 17, please. Next is on initiatives to expand overseas business for IOWN. We hosted Upgrade 2024 in San Francisco. Aiming at the social implementation of IOWN and other products globally, we proposed the R&D results and product development of distributed DC and Suzumi using APN, which were covered by numerous domestic and foreign media. Thank you very much. Next, page 18. This shows the number of shareholders as of the end of March. The right side of the graph shows the number of shareholders at the end of March. The number of shareholders, which previously showed mild increase, continued to increase since the announcement of the stock split and has doubled compared to 1 year ago. 1.86 million. The age structure is also becoming more diverse, and the proportion of shareholders in their 40s or younger quadrupled. Page 19, please. The following table shows the progress of initiatives since February on the medium-term management strategy. That concludes my explanation. Thank you.
We'd like to start the presentation of fiscal year 2023 financial results and fiscal year 2024 guidance by NTT DOCOMO. As to introduce our program, after the financial results are done, we would also like to provide explanations about the new management at NTT DOCOMO. Let me introduce attendees from our side. President CEO of NTT DOCOMO, Mr. Motuyuki Ii. NTT DOCOMO Executive Vice President, Head of Finance and Accounting, Mr. Keita Kobayashi. NTT DOCOMO Executive Vice President, Corporate Strategy Planning, Mr. Hisakazu Tsuboya. These are the three attendees from our side. I'll be serving as the moderator today. My name is Hiroshi with Brand Communications at NTT DOCOMO. Thank you for your cooperation. We'd like to ask Mr. Ii to start the presentation. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us despite your busy schedule. We appreciate your attendance. My name is Ii, the CEO and President of NTT DOCOMO. I'd like to explain to you the results highlights as well as key action plan for fiscal year 2023, as well as fiscal year 2024 guidance as well. So let me turn to the following page. Let me show you the results highlights. Operating revenue increased by 810 billion yen year-on-year and reached 6,140 billion yen. Operating profit went up 50.5 billion yen, up to 1,144.4 billion yen. So we saw increase in both operating revenue and operating profit. Operating revenue, operating profit, EBITDA, all showed record high levels. Next, let me talk about results by segment. Let me start with enterprises wireless. They are showing steadfast growth, achieving both increase in revenue and operating profit. As for consumer communications business, operating revenue and operating profit were on par with the previous year. The details of the business are covered in the following slides. Let me start with the key factors behind the changes in the profit. As for enterprise business, well, there was negative impact from PSTN migration through organic growth based on expansion of integration solution and asset utilization based on the consolidation of sites through Docomo, and Comware integration. Operating profit increased significantly by 41.6 billion yen. The Smart Life business, which is in the middle of this chart, we were able to absorb negative impact from initiatives for future growth through growth of business primarily in the financial sector, and were able to achieve 9.2 billion yen growth year-on-year in operating profit. In consumer communication business, we were able to cover the downward impact of mobile communication service revenue through improved equipment balance of payment and also cost efficiency improvement. And we will be able to keep the drop in operating profit at about 200 million yen. So we are maintaining the prior year level of operating profit, as you can see. Let me talk about major KPI. In the integrated solution, this revenue grew steadily, driven by brisk sales from solutions targeting large enterprises, and increased 9% year-on-year and reached 733.7 billion yen. The percentage within the overall enterprise business has now jumped up to 39%. As for correction, we are making strong strides toward the 2 trillion medium-term target of enterprise revenue in fiscal 2025. G-Point membership topped 100 million. Going forward, we intend to not only increase membership but also improve active usage and support our customers and build a point program that brings satisfaction to our customers. As for finance, the payment transaction is enjoying robust growth, topping 13 trillion yen, a very good, strong growth indeed. Both credit card and QR code payment are used by many customers at this moment. Also, D-Card membership is also enjoying strong growth, as you can see. In particular, D-Card Gold membership has exceeded 10 million, and we are offering value to customers that exceed membership fees, and we're enjoying strong support. Also, the percentage among all cards reached 60%, and the card is making positive contribution to revenue growth, as you can see. Next, let me talk about marketing solution revenue. As a result of the steadfast expansion of marketing DX that supports manufacturers, retail distribution, and restaurants, the Capital Business Alliance with Intech, we were able to achieve 40% increase in revenues, and we were able to reach 130 billion yen in this sector. We are also aiming for further growth through expansion of the Docomo Retail DX program that was announced in October of 2023. And we're also carrying out reinforcement of group sales structure as well as synergy creation with Intech. We believe that further growth can be achieved through these efforts. Now, as for mobile, 5G subs passed 30 million at the end of April, and 5G subscription rate, excluding modules, now exceeds 40% overall. Going forward, we will empathetically accommodate the requirements of each client and communicate the advantages of 5G and translate that into increase in data traffic as the expansion of medium to large volume plan and also increase in ARPU. Last but not least, let me talk about mobile communication ARPU. Annual ARPU was 3,980 yen for fiscal year 2023. We were aiming, but we did not reach the guidance of 4,030 yen due to the impact of strategic sales promotion for irumo, expansion of medium to large volume plan, including eximo and ahamo, as well as upselling from service mix proposals, leverage optical services, and kakage selection. Also, when we compare with the competition over the years, Docomo remains relatively robust, as you can see, and this is indicated on the right-hand side of this page. Let me now talk about key actions planned for each business. Up to now, Docomo has focused on D points that can be saved and used conveniently in everyday life, and payment services such as D cards and D payments that support your daily life. And we delivered various services such as mobile, Yenaka, and entertainment, finance, and shopping in a very emphatic manner toward our customers. In fiscal year 2024, the group will continue to promote initiatives to further improve the customer experience. Specifically, we will reinforce our customer-based marketing. We also want to continue to launch new service and their refining, and also utilize multi-channels such as shop, online, and media, and have seamless communication based on customer understanding. And on top of that, we want to stand close to each customer, be emphatic to each customer, set up service mix proposal which is optimal and which caters to each individual needs. We will enhance customer experience, expand revenue in consumer business, and expand our customer base by capturing non-Docomo mobile users. So these are the actions which we hope to achieve going forward. Let me talk about the expansion of EC. Recently, we announced alliance with Amazon Japan. On this point, through this collaboration with Amazon that operates a comprehensive online store which is used by a very large number of customers, D-Point has now become a point program that emphatically supports customers' daily lives. Docomo and Amazon will leverage our respective strength and offer exciting shipping experience to our customers.
Next is entertainment and finance. The entertainment area is expanding steadily with MAU for the video service Lemino exceeding 6 million in March and D Anime Store subscribing more than 3 million. In the investment area, we plan to combine Docomo's D-Card and D-Points with Monex services to make them even more convenient and easier to use. In the area of financing, We will first strengthen the smartphone loans by utilizing ORIX Credit's know-how. Our financial services business is steadily expanding, and we are also strengthening our governance system, for example, by expanding an organization dedicated to financial risk management. We will continue to strive to provide financial services that can be used safely and stably. Next is marketing solution initiatives. The number of D-Point partner shops has exceeded 3 million, and D-Points can now be conveniently used at almost all convenience stores, drugstore chains, and restaurant chains, and in a variety of other situations closely linked to customers' lives. We will continue to provide marketing DX that links partners in various industries, including distributors, retailers, and manufacturers with customers, and contribute to enhancing the presence of our partners. In addition, through this initiative, we will increase the opportunities to accumulate and use D-Points and improve and expand the attractiveness of the economic zone. Next is on service mix proposals. We're strengthening our service mix proposals, which combine services that match the usage situation and needs of individual customers in a way that makes them feel that they are convenient and advantageous. For example, we proposed Bakuage selection to customers who want to enjoy videos and music, and Docomo Poikatsu in March to customers who want to make cashless shopping even more economical, and these have been well received. We believe that improving the customer experience by proposing the optimum mix of services will contribute to expanding our revenue and customer base. So far, I have explained sector-specific initiatives and service mix proposals to improve the customer experience. In order to promote these initiatives, it is more important than ever before that we deal with each and every customer with sincerity, deepen our understanding, and propose an attractive service mix at the most appropriate customer contact point. To strengthen this, we will establish a consumer service company in July to consolidate our consumer-related organization. We aim to further expand our consumer business by integrating the management of our consumer organizations, improving the customer experience, and increasing the efficiency of our business operations. Next, let me talk about our enterprise business initiatives. For large corporate customers, we will continue to provide solutions and services that utilize advanced technologies. Two of these initiatives are introduced here. First, in the field of generative AI, we will utilize Tsuzumi to provide total support from implementation to operation in 3 areas where needs are high. We have already received more than 200 consultations from customers regarding the introduction of such solutions, and we will provide solutions utilizing the most suitable AI technology in accordance with their needs. In addition, as an initiative to enhance the value of IoT solutions, shown on the right side, we have launched Docomo Business Private 5G, a comprehensive 5G consulting service. Based on customer requests and usage conditions, the service combines various menus such as Docomo MEC and local 5G to provide an optimum environment for various usage scenarios. As part of this menu, Docomo has launched 5G Wide, a mobile network service that provides stable communications even in congested areas and during busy times. The service provides a more stable communication environment suitable for real-time monitoring and live distribution. For small and medium-sized companies, we are introducing 2 initiatives. The first is the local government platform, LGPF, an initiative aimed at solving regional issues. We are working on projects in more than 130 municipalities, and 5 municipalities have already introduced and are operating the LGPF. Information and services are provided to local residents and tourists through the app. For municipalities, LGPF supports the promotion of data-based policymaking through the analysis and visualization of acquired data. To your right, the menu of Docomo business packages will be expanded to help small and medium-sized companies solve their problems. In addition to the well-received packages for solving ICT infrastructure issues such as network and security, we will expand the number of packages that support the solution of issues with high needs in each business and industry. In addition, we will also enhance our menu to support customers in solving their business issues by providing them with a full range of support services to help them master the service. Next is on network reinforcement. The network is an important pillar of our business, and we will continue to strengthen the quality perceived by customers in 2024. In order to respond quickly to these changes in the environment, we will build a network that is resilient to changes in the environment, for example, by using applications to understand the customer experience and enhance predictive detection, and by introducing multi-user massive MIMO. The construction of networks that are resilient to environmental changes are being promoted. In particular, high-traffic areas such as city centers are planned to be built in advance with a more robust network in anticipation of future traffic growth. Next, to the right side, we will strengthen the resilience of the network. Based on the lessons learned from the Noto Peninsula earthquake, we will further promote the construction of a disaster-resilient network, including the introduction of multiple transmission routes, and build a system that enables rapid emergency recovery in the event of a disaster. Next is on our initiatives for revenue generation using network assets. The global market for Open RAN is expected to expand as it enables low-cost and flexible network construction, and Docomo will also accelerate overseas development through ORIX. Starting with ORIX SAI, which was established in April, Docomo will provide commercial services as soon as possible through technical verification through POCs and field trials with multiple overseas telecommunication carriers. Next is on the expansion of our global business. In July, NTT Docomo Global will be established to expand global business across the Docomo Group. NTT Docomo Global will comprehensively develop the application service business, including Web3 by NTT Digital, and the carrier enabling business, including the overseas development of Open RAN by ORIX SAI, and will consider expanding into other businesses in the future. We aim to create new lifestyles, and through this, to reform the structure of society and industry in order to realize more affluent livelihood and society for our customers around the world. Last is on our sustainability actions. In 2021, Docomo Group announced its 2030 carbon neutral goal, and in November last year, we announced our 2040 net zero goal. We are steadily reducing greenhouse gas emissions through the use of energy-saving networks and renewable energy while increasing the ratio of renewable energy. In FY2024, we will continue to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by introducing new off-site PPA for photovoltaic and biomass power generation, with the aim of further reducing Scope 2. In order to achieve net zero emissions by 2040, We will work with our supply chain partners to reduce emissions by providing NTT Communications Cosmos, a tool for visualizing greenhouse gas emissions, and Green Next Center, a tool for measuring greenhouse gas emissions. We will continue to work together with our supply chain partners to reduce emissions. Lastly, let me talk about our forecast for FY2024. This is the outline, the overall plan. Operating revenues will increase by 104 billion yen year-on-year to 6,244 billion yen. Operating profit will increase by 25.6 billion yen year-on-year to 1,170 billion yen. We aim to continue to increase revenues and profits as we did in FY23. Next, let me explain our forecast by segment. In the consumer business, mobile communications service revenue will continue to decline, but we aim to increase both revenues and profits in the consumer business as a whole through expansion in growth areas such as finance, business growth by improving the customer experience through enhanced service mix proposals and other measures, and efficiency improvement in business operations through integrated organizational management. Enterprise business also aims to increase revenues and profits. The impact of the decline in PSTN sales will continue, but this will be offset by business growth in enterprise segment as a whole, including the expansion of integrated solutions. Lastly, I will explain the growth in operating profit. In FY2023, as a result of the DCC integration, Docomo.com and Comware, some assets that were no longer needed were sold, as shown here, which contributed to profit increase. And that's why 50.5 billion yen profit increase. So excluding that, it was an increase of 21 billion. Excluding this one-off impact of asset utilization, we plan to achieve profit growth in FY24 year-on-year, thanks to business expansion in growth areas such as enterprise and smart life. We will continue to work towards both business expansion and profit growth. Docomo will continue to create new lifestyle values and lifestyles and promote initiatives that will significantly transform the society. Thank you very much for your attention.
それではこれより NTT ドコモ、NTT コミュニケーションズ新経営体制に関するご説明を開始いたします。まず本日の出席者をご紹介いたします。NTT ドコモ代表取締役社長井本幸、NTT ドコモ代表取締役副社長前田義明、NTT コミュニケーションズ代表取締役社長丸岡徹、NTT コミュニケーションズ常務執行役員小島勝重、以上の4名でございます。本日は NTT ドコモ、NTT コミュニケーションズの順で説明をさせていただいた後、それぞれフォトセッションの時間を設けさせていただきます。フォトセッション終了後、質疑応答を実施いたします。終了は14時半を予定しております。大変短い時間で恐縮ですがよろしくお願いいたします。それでは NTT ドコモ井社長お願いいたします。
はい、本日は大変お忙しい。
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us despite the very busy schedule. As was mentioned by the moderator, we will announce the change in the executive team and present the new president as CEO. Allow me to be seated for the rest of the time. Thank you. Now, the NTT Docomo Group over the past 4 years have pursued various transformation programs, and as a result, we believe that we've been able to provide excitement, inspiration that has exceeded the customers' expectations. I think we were reborn again. We're now embarking on a phase where we can enjoy further growth. Therefore, facilitating further growth, we felt that we needed to change the generation of the executive team. So we made a bold change. And all presidents and executive teams members have been changed to young people, to younger generation. And my successor will be Mr. Yoshiaki Maeda. I have appointed him as the candidate to take over my position. Looking back, I was president and CEO amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, all of us were working from home. And so our working styles underwent transformation. It was under that background we pursued transformation at NTT Docomo. Docomo communications, NTT Docomo became subsidiary firm for NTT Docomo. Docomo Group was reorganized as a result. And so we were able to create new synergies among the three companies, whereby we were able to expand our business from smart life business to smart life and enterprise business. Enterprise business. In 2019, we had declined both operating revenue and operating profit, but then through various transformation programs in 2022 onwards for two consecutive years, we were able to realize increase in both operating revenue and operating profit for 2 years. Let me look back on what happened in the past. As far as the mobile business was concerned, we actively pursued investment for 5G. Right now, 5G has roughly 30 million subscriptions and accounts for 40% of the total subs. So 5G has really spread. As for the weakness for Docomo, which was take up on the young people, we wanted to take up new customers. So we introduced Ahamo. In a 3-year period, 5.7 million new customers were acquired as a result. Also, with regard to smart life business, we were able to expand G-Point program membership to 100 million, and we invested. We also made loans. We also expanded our financial business as well. To be more specific, in April, we launched a new G-Point program in conjunction with Amazon and also with Monex, Intage Holdings, and Oryx Credit. We also have an alliance with the different companies. We carried out acquisition of these companies, and we focused on further reinforcement and expansion of business and smart life business domain. As for enterprise business, mobile and application and clouds, these were also reinforced. These were mixed. And as a result, we were now able to offer integrated solutions. We were able to further expand our services toward large company. Also for SMEs, we also offer convergence between mobile and fixed line services, where we were able to offer. Docomo Business Links was introduced. This helps to serve requirements of the local governments. We were able to offer new GX solutions in that manner. Furthermore, with regard to future revenue pillar, we felt that we need to nurture XR, NTT Konokyu, Web3, NTT Digital. All these new assets were introduced so that we'll be able to accelerate service and innovation. As for not only domestic market, we also focused on global market. We wanted to accelerate our expansion in the global business as well. So that's why NTT Docomo Global was newly were announced. We're going to set up a preparatory company to set up NTT Global going forward. So we focused on restructuring the foundation for NTT Docomo. I think for the past 4 years, I've led that effort. But going forward, it's important that we realize the fruits of the activities. And I would like to defer that to my successor, to Mr. Maeda. So the resident of NTT Docomo Group is to contribute to the society, leading innovation, work with partners, and generate new value, and make this world a better place. That was the mission we had. So the brand solution was changing the world with you. Over the past 4 years, I believe that I've been able to make many such you. I was happy if I contributed in changing the world to a better place. Thank you so much for your kind support. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. President Maeda, please. So I am appointed as the next president. My name is Maeda. Allow me to sit down and speak. Docomo Group, since its inception, has been evolving the communication technology, and based on that evolution, been generating various schemes and services to enrich the society. And under President Ii, various transformations took place to set the foundation for business expansion. Now, going forward, we want to lead the society development. So as such corporate group, we will go back to the basics and pursue business operation centered on customers. So customer-oriented business operation means we will set customers at the core. Always interface with our customers. Customers, when they use Docomo service, when they feel the dissatisfaction or request, we will listen to them sincerely and take quick response to meet their needs through various services to improve our CX CX, customer experience. For example, if there's a request for communication quality or ease of use, we will listen to those voices sincerely and resolve them. We will enhance the customer satisfaction so that customers will support us more and trust us more. That is the Docomo Group we want to be. And with that, our group service usage opportunity will be increased, and communication quality and D point, Docomo economic zone will be expanded. And we will work with partners and contribute to the development, growth of our partners and the entire market. ION, 6G, these communication will evolve and will generate social value. So we will lead that movement to develop a richer world, richer society. And furthermore, Docomo will not only do this in Japan, but also offer the social value to the world. We will expand our global business, and through M&A, we will work with partners in Japan and abroad to achieve disruptive growth. We will always face our customers and become Docomo Group that is trusted by our customers. This is only natural, but we will, for this goal, biggest goal, we will work together as a group. We'd like to ask you for your support and guidance and conclude my remarks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Maeda. Next, we'll go on to NTT Communications. Mr. Madoka, if you'd like to say a few words. Thank you. My name is Madoka with NTT Communications. Allow me to say just one word at this juncture. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for your kind support over the past 4 years. I'd like to thank our customers, partners, as well as to our employees. Thank you so much for your cooperation rendered to me over the past 4 years. Allow me to express my sincere gratitude for your kind support and cooperation. If I look back on the past 4 years, as was mentioned by Mr. Ii, indeed, we were in the midst of COVID-19. So response to COVID-19 pandemic and growth of the new Docomo Group and trying to generate synergy. Those were the issues that I tackled over the past 4 years. So 3 years out of 4 were spent under COVID-19 pandemic. So our enterprise customers are also under the COVID-19 pandemic situation. So using ICT, how can we contribute in using ICT as customers expanded their business? But at that time, at NTT Communications, we had very little mobile-related capability within our company. So in January of 2022, Docomo and NTT Comware were integrated, became one. I think that really meant that we were able to offer greater value for our customers and also for our employees. I believe that the field where they could be active expanded as a result of the integration. So this represented a very important measure, and I think the timing was immaculate, I believe. As for Docomo business, I think there's still room for growth. We're still midway. As far as the synergy is concerned, I'm confident about potential synergy going forward. We talked about the forecast for revenue this year, 1.9 trillion. That is the number. So we're now possibly achieving the target for fiscal year 2025 by 1 year ahead. So we made tremendous strides. So I believe that we're beginning to see the output of the synergy, and I'm very happy to see the result of this synergy. Now, I will be handing over my baton to Mr. Kojima, who is sitting next to me. He's the Executive Vice President. And Mr. Kojima, as was mentioned by Mr. Shimada earlier, he has spent a very long time in sales and marketing for the enterprise business. In other words, he is maintaining communication on a daily basis with the customers, which means that he knows about the challenges faced by the customers. He's also aware of the social background, social challenges behind these issues. He is well versed in all these very important information. He also has ideas about possible solutions to these issues. I know that he has know-how and experience that can allow us to offer creative solutions. Customers place a very strong confidence in him as well. He's a very outgoing, cheerful person. He has a very positive mentality and outlook. Under his leadership, I'm sure the Docomo business will continue to flourish and grow. Thank you so much for your support over the past 4 years. Thank you. That is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So next, Mr. Kojima, please. So this is Kojima. Thank you very much. President Maruoka achieved great outcome and results, and I feel very humbled to take become his successor. I hope I can contribute to Docomo Com's growth going forward. I joined NTT in 1989 and was in staff development department, but had spent most of my days in enterprise. So finance, media service, and the construction industry were some of my clients in the enterprise business. For the past few years, under Mr. Maruoka, we've been working with large corporates and small and medium-sized corporates, DX proposal to solve their management problems, and have collaborated in various forms to resolve their challenges. Docomo, Comware, and we integrated. So now we are offering solutions that only we can: connectivity and smart meter, IoT, by industry, and the construction industry's smartification for 2024 problem, and for logistics industry, Docomo service is utilized. So three company synergy is now leveraged for the social industry DX. Starting June, I will become the president. And 2025, 2 trillion yen, the commitment with you is now within reach. But we will not just stop there. We will aim for further growth and develop further vision and plan so that NTT Group can sustainably grow and contribute to the growth of the group. The partners and employees, I will listen to you attentively so that we can offer surprise and excitement to all partners. Docomo business, we want to make this a CX of surprise and excitement as the entire group. So thank you very much.
お待たせいたしました。続きまして、株式会社 NTT データグループ代表取締役社長の交代会見を始めます。本日の登壇者をご紹介いたします。株式会社 NTT データグループ代表取締役社長本間洋でございます。代表取締役副社長執行役員佐々木豊でございます。司会は広報室の伊藤です。よろしくお願いいたします。当社は本日開催いたしました取締役会において代表者の異動の予定及び役員の異動等について決議しましたことをご報告いたします。
So let us report that we approved the resolution of the change of the management structure. This will be finalized in the AGM. Today, President Honma and the next president, Mr. Sasaki, would like to say a few words. So, President Honma, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Honma from NTT Data Group.
Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend this announcement. Allow me to sit down. In 2018, June, I became the president. And since then, I've been supported by many people, and it's been 6 full years in this position as president. And mass media members, thank you so much for your support. I wholeheartedly express my gratitude. Thank you so very much. Let me once again express my appreciation. In the past 6 years, it was long, but it seems like time flew by. From 2020, we had COVID. So 6 years, we took up many initiatives. There were 2 main things that we focused on. One was
global business growth with quality. So we grew the business and also enhanced the profit-generating capability. And the other was the expansion of global business to improve our response capability in our global business. When I took the post, GETS was the slogan that I upheld. So that's the growing capability and the profit-generating capability and transforming capability, and to generate synergy. So we tried to focus on enhancing these 4 capabilities. Past 6 years passed, and we are still halfway through. But for global business, revenues reached 1 trillion. 1 trillion grew to 2.6 trillion. And profit-generating capability in 2019, EBITDA was 2%, below 3%, and we're still halfway through. But now we are up to 8% plus, over 8%. And digital business also is expanding. NTT Data Group shifted to 3-company structure in July last year, and from April this year, the overseas group companies, NTT Data Inc., is shifting to new management structure. On June 18th, Mr. Sasaki will become the new president. Under the new president, we will have new management structures, so I ask you for your further support.
続きまして、佐々木よりご挨拶申し上げます。
Next, Mr. Sasaki would like to say a few words. Thank you. I've been appointed as the new president of the company. My name is Sasaki. Allow me to be seated as I go on with my remarks. I'll look back. In 2021, under Mr. Honma's leadership, I became the head of Business Strategy Division. And it was around that time that we began to compile the current medium-term plan. At the same time, we also pursued projects whereby Entity Limited would be integrated. The project was successfully concluded, and 2 years ago, Entity Limited was integrated. It became Entity Data Inc. In July of last year, as was just mentioned by Mr. Honma, we shifted to a 3-company structure. As you're familiar, from July last year, for the past year, I was responsible for the domestic business as the president of the entity domestic business. Now I was appointed as the new president CEO, and I believe, in my own interpretation, the reason why I was appointed is as follows. Under the 3-company structure, we were able to create a plan under Mr. Honma's leadership. I was responsible for the planning. It's important that I act on the strategy and the structure that I created. I have to take responsibility and ownership. Yesterday, we announced our financial results. 4.3 trillion was the revenue. We're now a company with this level of revenue. As an IT service company, globally, we're now among the top 10 as an IT service company. So I believe that we can now be around number 5, number 6 globally. So at last, we're able to compete equally with other global businesses. I think we have completed the preparation whereby we'll be able to compete on par with other global operators. Now, personally, I would like to focus on the following. It's important that we heighten the value that we can provide to our customers. In other words, it's important that we offer outcome for the customers. We create concrete outcome for the customers. That's what I would like to focus on. Now, in order to enhance the value that we deliver, I think we need to address 3 things in a robust manner. First is to continuous improvement of our capacity of the company. This applies to domestic operating companies as well. So, enhancing our consulting capacity, also enhancing our engineering capability. We need to do that. We need to maximize our capacity. In order to realize customers' demands, we need greater experience and know-how. So we need to make outstanding recommendations. For that purpose, we need to enhance our consulting service, our consulting capacity. We also need engineering capacity to realize what we propose and what we recommend. That, I believe, is going to be very important in our activities, including our global business. Now, the second is to continue to promote strategic investment. Within the domestic company, in January this year, we announced that we will carry 100 billion worth of acquisition this year. And already two such transactions were completed. But we need to fill gaps in our organizational capacity and pursue acquisition to fill those gaps. Also, we need to identify data center investment where we can enjoy good growth over the medium term. So we got to Gen AI. We want to tackle new technologies such as Gen AI. The third pillar is this. We need to enhance and be able to implement the comprehensive abilities of the entity group as a whole. Now, when we took a look at the competition in global ICT, I think we're the only ones under communication group. We need to compete globally based on the leverage, based on our strength of networking. We have ION and Suzumi. We have such we have such products. It's important that we be able to provide those products to our B2B business and be able to compete fully on the global scene. Now, from June onwards, I will continue to work as the president of Entity Data Domestic Business. As for Entity Data Inc., the president will be served by Mr. Abhijit. So I would like to work together with Abhijit, walk in tandem with him, so that we're able to facilitate growth for Entity Data Group and for Entity Group as a whole. Thank you for your kind cooperation.